And welcome back, and now we're getting bigger as we continue the study of the journey, as we continue to rounds number 25 through 29. Another main section of this to create those layers that we have, and it's really quite fun. So at least for me it is. So this is called the sunset section, and I was thinking about in the last one I did blue, so I'm gonna do a lighter blue, and then we're going to have like a horizon line and then a sunset, and this is all being very strategized. If you look at the diagrams, you're gonna see arrows that point up and down, and those are where this is joining with these. So if you want to know what that is, that's where that is. So what you need to concentrate as we do the next section is that we're going to be concentrating not only on these here, but also the stitch in the middle in order to make what we're about to do. So we're going to continue, grab some yarn, and let's continue to round number 25. So let's begin our pattern here. So what I need you to do is right where you see this is coming in, I want you to count back to the other one that you see, and then just use your thumbs and just go 1, 2, and boom. And so this thumb right here is going to be the first stitch where this comes out of. Okay, and just look at it, there's 2 before you get to this one. So that's where we're gonna start our journey this time. So let's just attach it, and we normally, if you were doing trebles, you would normally chain 4, but I only have you chain 3. That's because when you join it, it kind of like has the height of an extra stitch, so I wanted to make sure that we're only chaining 3. So technically it would be 4. It makes sense, at least in my mind. So what you're going to do is that we're going to do the sunset reflection stitch over several areas. So we're going to be creating like a cluster, if I can explain it that way. So the first one that we're about to do is a treble, and you're gonna keep things on the hook. So you're gonna wrap the hook twice and come into the same stitch that you were just in, and then you're going to pull through 2 and 2 and hold. So don't get rid of it. I then want you to advance to where this is right here, and you're going to put 2 trebles in there, and it's also going to be together. So just wrap the hook twice and come into that stitch, pull through 2 and 2 and hold, and do that one more time. But we're not done. Wait, there's more. It sounds like an infomercial. I want you to skip the next 2 and come into the third one away and do this same thing again. So wrapping twice. I don't even know how I came up with this. And so pull through 2 and 2 and hold, and do it one more time. I wanted the thickness, I would assume, in order to get this. So you're going to see a total of 6 of these treble posts. So normally after you did the first one here, there will be 7 loops, but because it's the first one, there's only 6, and you're gonna yarn over and pull through everything. Now in order to do the next sunset, you have to chain 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So now look at this one here. You've got 2 empty ones, but it's exactly the next one here. So I just want to do that just to verify in my own mind that it's right. So you're gonna play here first. So wrap the hook, so just use your finger and hold that down so it doesn't unspin itself, and going into the next stitch after this one, and pull through 2 and 2 and hold. Do that in the same stitch again. So wrap twice and in, pull through 2 and 2 and hold. You're then going to advance to this stitch here, so you're skipping 2 and doing a couple trebles together there as well. But we're not quite done. We want to skip 2 more and do the third one away and do the same thing. It's not that hard. It's more harder to explain it. So yeah, so we're gonna come through and we're gonna do that. So now because we've already started the round, there will be a total of 7 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all 7, and then chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And therefore you'll start all over again, starting in the next one right after this one, and then you'll pick up this one and then the third one away right over here. I want you to do this all the way around. This is round number 25. So I'm coming back around and I'm just going to pull through, and to join it to the first sunset I have to chain 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now I'm going to join it there. I am going to end this yarn and I'm going to do another color that will allow it to kind of reflect the sunlight that will be happening in the round after the next one. So the next one, a round that we're about to do, is single crochets and then a jump down, and we'll be covering that in a moment. So that will be round number 26 next. Let's begin number 26. Let's start with the yarn on the hook, and we're going to do a standing single crochet. And when we do the standing single crochet, I want you to start after a sunset. It can be any one of the chain 8s. So just start after a sunset and go around the chain 8 space and do your standing single crochet. I want you to apply 3 more single crochet. So we have 1, 2 and 3. I then want you to apply then a treble down into the first one right here. This one that's coming here, that's where you want to go. If you want to do other things, you can. Let's just examine this. So what you want to do is just treble into that one. Don't worry about capturing that, just stay in front, and you could do it like this, like that. The other thing that you could do if you wanted to, it's not in the pattern but it's something you could do. See this one that's sitting by itself? That's not technically a stitch but it's a space, and you could actually do then a front post treble around that too, and then it would be really in the middle, but to explain that in a pattern would be really hard to do. So you might want to do it that way. So you can decide either way you want to do it. Once you come down and do it the way that you think, I need you to put into this chain 8 space 4 more single crochets. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now it's kind of bunching up, but don't worry about it. It will balance out, and I want you to start again on this next chain 8 space. So completely jump over, so you're not going to do anything in the sunset. Just jump on over and do 4 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Whatever you decide to do with the treble here, I want you to do exactly what you decided. So I'm just going to do a front post treble around that spot there. You can decide. And then coming back into the space, 4 more single crochets. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. And what this is doing is it's helping to stabilize this next round, so it has another grab onto spot. That's why we're doing that. So you can decide if you like the colors, yes or no, and continue, and I'm going to keep it going. What the heck, right? So continue that around. This is round number 26. I'm coming up to the end of number 26 and I'm just filling in the spots, and now I'm going to just attach to the beginning single crochet. I'm going to end this color. I'm going to do, it's actually going to look like a sunset, so I want to change the color to be reflective of that, and we're going to begin that in a moment in round number 27. So let's begin number 27. So 27 was the flat petal stitch. When I was designing this, I realized that I couldn't do a regular arc, because if I do a regular arc it's going to be out of alignment and it will not reach. So it's a flat petal stitch. So what this is going to be, it's going to be a treble, 5 doubles and a treble, and the trebles are going to be what expands this across so that it can at least reach. So what I need you to do is that I need you to go into the first single crochet before this treble here. So it's the first one, and that's where we're going to start our journey, and this is going to be a standing single crochet. Now in this stitch right here, you're going to start with a treble first, I'm gonna have to hide that tail in later. Then there's going to be 5 double crochets into the same spot. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So the 5 double crochets are in, so the last item will be a treble, and this will allow it to extend further. Now I want you to come into the first stitch that is in the second spot right here before this next one. That's where you're going to land, and that'll be your single crochet. So you see that it's more oval shaped, so it's a more flat petal stitch. So let's start another one. Right in the top of this treble you're going to start with the treble and then 5 more double crochets into that same spot. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then before you move on finish it with the treble into the same one, and that will extend it outward. So looking, pull it apart and look for the next one of this, and it's going to be the first one in the space right here, and that's where you're gonna single crochet, and you'll repeat that all the way around, and you can see it doesn't look as archy because it's more flat. And let's continue that and move on to this round and finish it. This is number 27. So now coming up all the way around there is my treble, and I'm just going to slip stitch it to the first single crochet and be done. So I'm gonna end this color. I'll start on with something fresh for round number 28. Let's move on to round number 28. Nice and simple. Sometimes I say that and it's not, but it is. So what we have here is that we have a treble and a treble, and then there's 5 double crochets in the middle. Those are the 5 double crochets that you're going to concentrate on. So I want you to start in the first, it can be any one of these flat petals, but just start in the first double crochet with the standing single crochet, and then do the next 4 in a row. So you're always gonna work with just the 5 double crochets that are in the petals, so ignore those trebles. Now what I need you to do at this point is that I need you to chain a total of 1, and right in this single crochet that is joining them I need you to do the 4 double crochet, which is a popcorn. So just going right into the actual single crochet itself and just double crochet in. So you're gonna double crochet a total of 4 times in a row. And once you get your 4 done I need you to take the hook off going into the first one, put the hook back on and pull through and chain 1 to close it, and this is gonna jump off the project. Now I need you to chain 1 again. Okay, so what I would consider doing, and I'll show you one more time and I'll tell you what I would do if it were me. So come to the first double crochet, so you're gonna skip this treble and do the next 5 in a row. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Chain 1, and then in the single crochet I want you to put in 4 double crochet. We're gonna make that a popcorn again. So once you get the 4 done, take the hook off going into the first. So when you pull through you chain 1 to close it, and then you chain 1 to move on. So what I would do once you get this far, just go chain 1 and 2. So chain 1 closed it and the second one was moving on. So just do it that way instead of in your head of doing it like a separate step. Just chain 2. So now just move on to the next double crochet, do the 5 in a row, chain 1 and then do your popcorn, and then don't forget to chain 1 after the popcorn and then start that, and this is filling in that spot that you have. Please do that all the way around, and this is going to be round number 28. I'm thinking at this point just to change the color, so when I come back I'm gonna change the color to something else. So make sure I'll see you at the end of this round number 28. So now coming all the way around I'm just going to finish the final one with the popcorn. Now the very next round, number 29, is coming up next, and it'll be the very last time you're ever going in a complete circle. We'll still be going round and round, but we're going to be transitioning next time in the next video into a square right off the very first round that we go around. So make sure that you just finish this last popcorn and you're going to slip stitch, and we're going to move on. So I want to go through my box and find a color that will be the last time that this thing is completely in a circle and make it pop, and let's begin to do that next. Round number 29 is coming up. Let's begin the final for this video today, round number 29. Very easy to be able to follow. I want you to come after one of these popcorns and into the chain 1 space, and we'll do a standing single crochet there. So I've decided pink. Big surprise, right? So you want to fill in each one of these single crochets with another single crochet. And then what I want to do is that once I get that done, I'm gonna come to the space before the next popcorn. I want to jump completely over the popcorn, so completely skip it and come to the space on the other side, and then continue then into the single crochets. So just have to single crochet in each one of the single crochet stitches, and then each chain one space gets one single crochet, and you will skip over the popcorn every time you're passing it. So please do that all the way around for round number 29, and that will conclude today's video, and I'll be back in a moment with the conclusion. I'm coming all the way around and I'm in the space just before the popcorn, and you can see I started on the space on the other side. Just join it with the slip stitch to the beginning single crochet. I'm going to end here this color, and I'm also going to end the video today. And next week is going to be a big one. We are going to do the whole transition from a circle to a square. It actually took me 8 hours of frogging and trying again to make sure it stayed flat, and it's something that I took a lot of care to be able to try to do. So it was a very long day, let me tell you, when I did that. So we're going to continue next time as we begin, and next time we're going to be into rows number 30 all the way I believe to 37, and that's coming up in the next video. I'll see you then, and have a great day.